Hello, hello, hello out there. Is anybody out there? Anybody out there? My little eye says there's two people. I don't know who you are, but hello. It is Friday. It is Friday, 2 o'clock p.m. It is time to crochet. I am crocheting. I have a different angle this time um, because I'm not really showing you how to do anything today. I'm just going to work and I'm going to chat. Got things to chat about today. So we're going to do that. Oh, there we go. People are popping in. Hello, hello. Hello, April and Lisa, Sherry, Deborah. Oh my gosh, Deborah, your scarf is looking beautiful. I saw your photo. It looks awesome. Let's see who else. April, Lisa, Sherry, and Deborah. April, Lisa, Sherry, and Deborah are here. Okay. Well, welcome. Oh, now it says there's 10 people here. Apparently people aren't saying hello. They're just hanging out and listening. So that's fine. They can hang out and listen. Hi, whoever's here. Your scarf is done. It is very pretty. Mine is it's nowhere near finished. Nowhere near finished. Although it's growing. It's growing. I haven't worked on it much, honestly, since last week. I'm working on all of these projects that are squares. You have to make all these squares like throughout the whole year, and then you put them together at the end and make a blanket out of them. So that's what I've been doing. A lot of those. And I've gotten a lot of those things done. I got my Expression Fiber Art square done for May. I got 4 squares done for the Wonderland Yarn tour of the season. I got 4 of those done. I worked on this a little bit. I worked on a gingerbread man the other day. Now, that's a fun story. Hello, Rhonda. So I worked on that. I worked on this morning. Yeah, I worked on it this morning. I can't find my other stitch here. Where's it supposed to be? Where's my other stitch? This is the variegated yarn, and it can be hard to see the color sometimes. Okay, it's right there. So anyhow, yeah, I have been crocheting every day pretty much. I really worked on this the most when we were going to Tennessee in the car on the way there and on the way back. I got quite a bit of it done, but I haven't worked on it much this week. I worked on it a little bit. Anyhow, hi Sue. How are you? So, yeah, that's what I've been working on. I just went to the yarn store yesterday and I got June's Wonderland yarn. It's called the Tour of the Season. I got that one yesterday for June. And I still have to hank it up or cake it up because it's in the hank before I can start that. And the Expression Fiber Arts new release for June just dropped. I believe it was yesterday. So I've ordered that yarn for the next month of that. So we're getting rolling. Deborah, I'm going to talk about that in just a minute, okay? So that's what I've been up to. What have you guys been up to? I mean, I know that Deborah finished her scarf. I heard that. I've been looking at some ideas for the next Crochet-A-Long. I know a lot of people said they'd like to do some sort of a bag. Well, I just happened to, one of the YouTubers I follow just did a video with 18, I believe it was 18 free patterns for crochet bags. So I've been looking at some of those. There's some cute things there. And she did all kinds of different types, like a fanny pack, little tiny things to larger things. There's quite a variety of bags there. There was a couple I really liked, though. I think we'll look at those later, maybe. But anyhow. Okay, well, let's see. Let's talk. Okay. As you know, Angie was not here last week, and I thought that she would probably show up. Her and I, we used to talk all the time, and it's been about 3 weeks since we've actually talked. It was before I went on vacation. It was the last time I actually talked to her or actually heard anything from her, any messaging or texts or anything at all. So I kept trying. I've kept trying and trying, texting, calling, Facebook Messenger, and I just started thinking something's weird, something's weird, and I don't know what, but I did hear from her today, and simply, and I don't have a whole lot of information, I really don't, but what I heard today was, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, but I have to drop out of things, like everything. And I was like, oh, and not at liberty to really talk about stuff. Sorry, I'm so sorry. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, all right. I'm like, are you all right? Are you okay? But I didn't get a response to that, you guys. I just didn't. So I don't know. I really don't know. I hope that she's all right. I mean, I keep trying to reach out and trying to contact her. And, she says she's not at liberty to talk about stuff and she can't talk. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. I am here. I'm here, Whenever you have a minute, when you can talk, when you're ready to talk, whatever, I'm here. So that's all I know. That's where we're at. So as of right now, I don't have a partner for crochet or the retreat planning or any of that. And I don't know how temporary it is, or I just don't know. I don't know. So that's all the information I have, you guys. Just know I continue to reach out as a friend, and I wish her well, and I hope that everything's okay. I just don't know. So that's where we are. Anyhow, yeah, that's all I can do at this point. And I'm her friend first before I'm collaborator with her or retreat planner with her or any of that stuff. I'm her friend first. I'm always here. And hopefully she'll be able to reach out and, have a conversation at some point. So, yeah, that's all I got. So anyhow, that puts me in a position of trying to figure out what I'm going to do now, as far as things that her and I were doing together, like, planning the retreat. I mean, I do have another person helping me. And we've been chatting and we've done a little bit of talk about moving forward and planning next year's retreat. And I'll just do that, that I'll move forward and just do what I need to do. And if Angie's able to jump back in, that's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Happy to have her. The one that puts me kind of in a strange position I don't know what to do about is the crochet lives. I love doing the crochet lives on Fridays. I love just hanging out and crocheting and doing different projects. It's really it's pushed me to try different things and work on different projects and have like deadlines for things, you know what I mean? Things I had to get done and things to work on. So I don't know. I don't know who can fill that spot. I don't know. Um, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to anybody who wants to. I mean, I know that you guys crochet, and I know that you guys aren't like uh, content creators or, you don't make videos, you don't get on YouTube, but you could come on my live. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So I don't know. This just happened this morning, so I've really not had a ton of time to think about some options other than, I could have guests come on and maybe you're just here to just chit chat. Maybe you don't have anything to do with the crocheting stuff. You just want to come on and you don't have to show yourself. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to, you could be working on whatever, or you could just be sitting there. You know, it's just another person for me to have conversation with, to talk about stuff. Or I find somebody that wants to come on every week and work on a project and help plan what we're going to do, like, Angie and I were doing. I don't know. Totally up for suggestions. Totally, totally up for suggestions. So, any ideas? Anybody who wants to jump in, feel free, Whenever I schedule a live, exactly, April. Absolutely. Whenever I go live, I schedule it on StreamYard. And StreamYard, all you do is you send a link to somebody and they click on the link and then they can come into StreamYard and they can be in the live. Like I said, all it takes is a phone with a camera, um, you know. And then, like I said, you don't even have to be on camera. You could just be your voice. So there's that. All right, I'm trying to see how many rows I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do one more. I'm on my pearls, the pearl rows. Yeah, just like a somebody else to talk with. Because, I do a Saturday Night Live every Saturday, and I talk the whole time. You know what I mean? I talk the whole time, and I just tell you stories about what's going on and, interact with people in the chat. And, that's fun. I like doing that. I just can't see myself doing it every Friday, where I have to be the sole provider of conversation and topics. It's always fun to have somebody else on to be like, hey, well, guess what happened to me this week? And this is what I was doing and blah, 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 As far as the actual crochet part, I can come up with projects. That's not a problem. I can give directions. That's not a problem. But it's just, how much do you guys want to just sit and just listen to just me? You know what I'm saying? I just feel that would get rather boring and old after a while. So anyhow, either somebody full-time to come on, or we just have fun and we just have different people that just pop in and they're like, hey, guess who's going to come on today? This week's going to be so-and-so. And they're just going to come on and chit-chat with us or whatnot. I don't know. If you'd like to do that, let me know. Volunteer. I'd love to have you. Because right now, like I said, just me, it might get a little, dull, boring, repetitive. How many times can I talk about the same things in 1 week, right? I do a whip and chat. I do a live. And oftentimes those two things overlap a little bit, I just need somebody else to help, fill in the airspace and have a conversation with. Just like sitting and hanging out with your friends and talking about, what's happening with everybody. So Sue has been on my live before. Hello, Melinda. How are you? She certainly has. Sue's got a lot of things to talk about. But then I'm certain so many of you do. And here's another thing I was thinking too. It might be a good way just to get to know some of you guys even better if you wanted to just come on and just chit chat and talk. Even if you don't want to be on the whole time, you know? That's the other thing. Do I shorten it? Do I make it an hour? I don't know. I've talked a lot this year about kind of switching things up, trying new things, being more creative. Just, maybe this is just the sign I needed, the push I needed to do something a little different. I don't know. I know a lot of creators have multiple guests on their channels and they have somebody different every week and they just come on and they're getting to know them. A lot of times, they might be other creators that are coming on their channels, but that's not always true. So anyhow, let's think about it. Pop up, do it as a pop-in person. April, I would love to. I would love to have people come in. I would, like I said, I can send a link to anybody. It's it's here. I send a link. I can send it to you in like Facebook Messenger or a text, and you just have to have a phone or an iPad or something that can record basically, and it would have to be able to just record your voice, not necessarily your face if you didn't want to be, and a lot of times, we weren't even showing our faces during the crochet lives. You could be working on a diamond painting. You could be sitting and crocheting. It doesn't matter what you're actually doing. Just gives me somebody to talk to, bounce ideas off. So, but back to Angie. I just hope everything's okay, and I hope that she's able to, actually talk with me at some point. And then, of course, I hope that everything's okay. I just don't know what's happening. So, all right. I think where did I mess up here? I messed up something. What did I do? I don't know. There we go. The pearl stitches on this are just, I'm not a fan of them. I'll just say, I am not a fan. But it does make a nice texture to the scarf because, like I said last week, this section is a little more raised than the simple stitch section, so it's giving it quite an interesting texture. So, yeah. What else? This week, our local festival is happening this weekend. It's called Gizzard Fest. I'm certain I've talked about it in the past. So in the little town of Potterville, it is well known for their gizzards at Joe's Gizzards City. That's the name of the restaurant or the bar, the restaurant, Joe's Gizzard City. And apparently, I would not know this, but apparently they have like the world's best fried gizzards. And so I don't know how many years and years ago, the owner of Joe's Gizzard City started this little festival celebrating the gizzards and whatnot. And it's just run, ever since. So it's one of those, there's some vendors, there's some events that take place. They've had a 5K run. They have a little carnival, all that kind of stuff that you think of just a little, all those little festivals around. We have a ton of festivals here in Michigan. I don't know about you guys, but there's tons of them here. We have a festival for everything. Like there's a mint festival, there's potato, there's rhubarb festival. I mean, there's just all kinds of festivals. But just fun little activities that take place downtown. So I'm planning on going downtown tomorrow um, and seeing what they got going on. So I think it'll be fun. Yeah, Sue, work on some crochet, right? Um, yeah, April, I've heard that you've had surgery. I'm not certain what that's about or what happened, but I hope you're recovering well. So yeah, the problem could possibly be rain. Could be rain because it could rain tomorrow. Today, it looks like it could rain at any moment. It has just been one of those gloomy, cloudy, chilly kind of days. It's really kind of chilly. It's barely in the 60s, 60 something, you know? Um, so it's just been kind of ugh. And tomorrow it could rain. But the nice thing is, I mean, if it rains, I don't have to go. If it starts to rain, I can just head home. It's like 5 minutes from my house. So, we'll check it out tomorrow. And if it's not like rainy in the morning, maybe go down in the morning and see what's happening. Check out all the vendors. Dale loves to go down and get the fresh squeezed lemonade. He loves fresh squeezed lemonade. So, yeah. There's always people selling stuff down there. Different things every year. So we'll check that out tomorrow, hopefully. I was thinking of going to it's also the local Lansing Jackson Diamond Painters meetup tomorrow in, where do they do that? My mind just went blank where it's at. I can't remember the town. Some little town. I don't know, some little town. There's always a little town, little burg in Michigan somewhere. I thought about going to that, but I'm like, no, it's Gizzard Fest. Gizzard Fest only happens once a year. I'd rather go down to Gizzard Fest, but oh my gosh. Windy. Deborah, windy. Okay. Here's a story. Here's a story for you. Yesterday, Dale was helping his friend move bricks. Long story. I don't know why. Apparently, he lives in a trailer park. Somebody had moved their trailer. I don't know. They left behind a bunch of bricks. And he decided he wanted them. So he called the park manager and he asked if he could have them. And he said, sure. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do with them. But then he needed help because he has COPD. He can't do a lot of physical activities. So who's he call? No, not Ghostbusters. No, he didn't call Ghostbusters. And he calls Dale, right? So he calls Dale. And he wants to move these and put them in this trailer that he has, which was Dale's trailer. He bought the trailer from Dale. Now it's his trailer. Anyhow, so Dale's been there twice, 2 days this week, putting these bricks in this trailer. So while he was gone, I was recording. I had a couple things to record and film, right? So I'm recording and I'm like, it is windy as all get out. We've got the windows open and the wind's a blowing. Hello, Michelle. The wind is just a blowing away. Papers were blowing around off the table and things were blowing down off my TV stand and just crazy, crazy wind. So I'm in the middle of filming a video when all of a sudden the wind caught this door, this office door, and slammed it shut, slammed it super loud. And I have one of those like diamond painting hanging things on the door. It goes boom against the door and then another boom. And I jumped out of my skin. I'm going to have to edit that out because it was just way too loud. And then I look over in my entryway. I have a mirror. It's a square mirror, hangs on the wall there, above like a buffet type, piece of furniture there. I looked over, and the mirror is hanging like sideways. It's tilted, hanging by one nail. It only had two nails. There's only two nails, one on each side to hold it in there. And it's hanging off the one nail. And I'm like, oh boy, right? So, of course, I immediately stop my video and go over there. And thankfully, the mirror did not fall down off the wall. And the nail was still in the wall. So I was able to just go and like, and put it back up there and put it back on the nail. But man, that was loud. And I just from the wind slamming the door shut so hard, because I mean, the door is here, and over here is that wall, so they're connected. The wall the mirror is on and the wall the door is on are the same wall. They're connected, right? But geez, Louise, that scared me to death. I thought the world was falling apart for a second. Okay, I think I need orange. Yep, I need orange. Time to change colors. It's amazing to me how fast I can do the simple stitch section. Simple stitch section just flies right by. And I'm like, I hate for it to end. You know what I'm saying? I hate for the simple stitch section to be over because I like the simple stitch section. I mean, the purl is okay, but it's just harder. It takes more time, and it's just, anyhow. I'm going to get started real quick, and then I'm going to cut my other yarn off, and then we'll talk about, because, I mean, we've worked on this for a while. Just because I'm not done doesn't mean I want to keep working on it forever and ever with you guys. I think it's time to move on to something else. So we'll talk about moving on to something else. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's Tunisian. Yep. Oh, you used to Tunisian crochet a long time ago? Yeah. This is my third piece of Tunisian crochet ever. My third. I completed a scarf, and I have another scarf going, and then this. So, yeah. I mean, I like doing Tunisian crochet, and I learned a new skill with this scarf, and that was the purl stitch. Yes, purling does take forever, Deborah, doesn't it? Why does it take so long? Well, because you got to put your yarn in front, got to put your hook through the stitch, then you got to move the yarn again, then you got to yarn over. There's multiple steps to doing the purl. That's the problem. That is the problem. Oh, and I'm on simple stitch now. I was getting ready to do purl again. We start talking about purls, and I'm like, oh, no, I just finished those. I don't need to do purl for a while. I got 5 rows of no purling. But I want to try some other stitches. There's so many stitches in Tunisian crochet. It's crazy how many stitches there are. And all I've ever done is simple stitch. Now I've done purl. I've done some like full stitch, and I'll do full stitch. And I think that's about all I know how to do at this point, are those 3. So I'd like to learn some more Tunisian stitches because there's some really cool ones. Hi, Dawn. How are you? You never knew it had a name, right? My mom called it the Afghan stitch. And when she did it, she just had the long metal hook. Oh, I tried that long metal hook, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So, yeah, I so much more appreciate just my little hook here. That's as long as it is, right? And then my cord. So much easier. So much easier. Oh, you're doing a knit shawl. Knit shawls are so pretty. They really are. They're just gorgeous. I see so many beautiful, beautiful knit shawls. And I'm just like, but alas, I don't knit. And I have no plans to knit. But I do get pretty envious of some of the beautiful, beautiful things that people make in knit, seriously. But it won't be me. No, it won't. I'll live vicariously through all of the people out there who knit. But I'm doing a lot more research to find some awesome things in crochet that mimic or, have that same feel as knit items do. Now, granted, it's not easy to find, but oh yeah, right, Deborah? It's like pow, pow, pow. You gotta move around to avoid getting hit by the big old Tunisian hook, right? It's not fun. So I ditched that right away. Now I forget. Do I have to? I think I got one more to do. I still count. I mean, I know if you were working on this scarf, you can tell where, like, you got to do 3. I guess that's a new stitch. That's a new stitch I learned. Crocheting 3 together. That's something I'd never done before. Well, that's not true. I did it on the very first scarf that I had. I had to crochet some together. Because the first scarf I did was a chevron. Like, this is a chevron. First scarf I made was a chevron. But it was just a simple stitch chevron. Man, that thing has so many mistakes in it. So many mistakes. It's crazy. But, yeah, so I guess I learned that right off the bat. I did. And then skipping a stitch too, or not, well, putting 2 together and then adding, because that's how you do your increases and all that kind of stuff. Yes, April, absolutely. Your hands get more tired. And I find that my left hand gets more of a workout, especially when I'm doing the purl, because I have to grip the fabric a little bit more and pull down a little bit to get my hook through there to do the purl. I don't know if that's the case for you guys, but that's what I noticed. So yeah. Anyhow, well, since today, I've done quite a bit since today. I did like half of the green here. I've done the pink, the variegated, and the orange. So I've done almost all of the colors today, which is cool. It's getting there. It's getting there. Look, this. Okay, look at this. Deborah, you finished your scarf, right? Look at all these tails. Look at all the tails. Every section has 2 tails, right? It has the tail that the yarn you were using, that you stopped using, and the yarn you added in, the color you added in. So each little section, each section's 5 rows. Each little section has 2 tails. I have to weave all those in. Right? Anyhow, it's this long. That's how long it is. I got a long ways to go. At least double that. At least plus some, right? So, yeah. Thank you, Lisa. I do like it. I like the colors of it. I think the colors turned out well. The lighting in here is kind of weird. I was going to open the window, but the sun was glaring behind my head, and that was looking weird. So, it's a scarf. April, is that what you're talking about? What this is? Anyhow, it's pretty. My friend saw it. Okay, something interesting is happening. Like if I post on Instagram, I think I just have to be more aware next time I post on Instagram that I don't have it also instantly post to Facebook at the same time, because they're connected and they'll just post in both places. And so my friends, I was at an open house last weekend for my best friend's daughter, and 2 of my friends were there, and they were talking about the pretty colors I had in my blanket. They're thinking it's a blanket. Like maybe I was making strips or something and then put them together to be a blanket. I can't imagine making a whole blanket this way. No, I can't. Anyhow, I was like, well, thank you. They liked the colors. They said it was pretty. And I'm like, it's not a blanket, but okay, whatever. But it's just like I said, it's instantly posting to both Instagram and okay, now what do I got going on here? Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So I need to check and make sure it's not doing that next time. I don't want everybody on Facebook, my Facebook friends, to see all the stuff I'm putting on Instagram for diamond painting and crocheting and all that. They don't need to see all that, right? I don't know. Yes, Deborah didn't have all the ends. That's right. You didn't have all the ends because you just used one skein of yarn and just rolled with it. It changed color on its own. That's right. That would have been the way to go, though. That was smart. That was very smart. You don't have all these ends. But, I mean, I don't mind weaving in ends. It won't take that long. I'm sure. I should do some now. That's what I should do. Like, make myself stop, like, after this section or something and weave in all the ends that I have so far. Make a deal with myself. I can't go on until I weave in the ends that I have. That's what I should do. Anyhow, well, I don't know if Emma is here, but Miss Emma is always our Friday diamond painting kind of thing. Like, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see this painting? Who's getting this? All that stuff. Well, Emma, if you're still here, there's nothing out there that I like today. Nothing I like today. And I've even forgotten. So 2 weeks ago, at least 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3, I forget now. Right, Deborah? People, see, you guys all doubted me with the pink, right? You were like, I don't think the pink's going to go. But especially if you see it up close, and that pink has all, hang on, where's the pink? That pink has all of the colors of my yarns. It's got the orange and it's got the green, and it adds something to it. I just think it adds something. Anyhow, yeah, so I forget what I even ordered. The new release I ordered, and it said that was when they were having their shipping issue, and I think they're still having their shipping issue. I don't know. I haven't seen any sneak peeks this week, any videos anyhow. I haven't really looked today because we've been out and about today, but I don't even remember what I ordered 2 weeks ago. What painting did I order 2 weeks ago? And it said it wasn't going to ship until probably June 6th or 7th or something. So I don't know. I don't remember what I ordered. It hasn't shipped yet. So I don't know. But yeah, there hasn't been anything there that I want. I want that, though. I want that painting. I want that painting to ship. And it's not one that's going to have that new stuff in it either. It wasn't one of those with the new, I don't know, putty and new pen and no cover binders and all those kinds of things. I don't know. I'm most interested in the box because I know they're doing away with the little tiny square sticker, which I have put on the ends of my boxes to identify my paintings, right? Because when you put them on a shelf, you can't tell what they are. So the little sticker on the end of the box is how I know what my paintings are. And I'm pretty sure they're doing away with that. But if you look at the pictures on the listings for some of those, it looks to me like the box is going to have, like, half the box is going to be printed with a picture of the painting, which I hope that's the case. Because I mean, I've got a few like that. Remember, they've had a few special edition paintings come out, like Betty Boop, and if their paintings were produced for Hobby Lobby, their box was a special box, like the Marvel and all that kind of stuff had a special box with the whole picture printed on the box. So if they make the boxes that way, I'll be happy. Because you can still, the whole point is to be able to tell what my painting is, right? So if I don't have a little sticker, but the whole box looks like the picture, I'm good, right? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see exactly what it's all about. Yeah, I don't think there's any little square sticker. The little square one, the little square one with the picture and the size and all that. I don't think they're doing that sticker anymore. Yeah. So, anyhow, no diamond paintings for me. Nothing at Dreamer Designs, nothing at Diamond Art Club, nothing this week. I did get caught up in that buy one get one half off. I did that. I got a couple of those. Yeah. But other than that, no, nothing this week. I'm good. I've been tempted to buy yarn from Bad Sheep Yarn because they have some colorways. They were just May colorways, and they're going to disappear off their site in about a week. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? I was tempted. They had a beautiful color called Avant-Garde, and it's like pastel. It's very, it's pretty. It's got different colors, purple, green, and pink in it. It's super pretty. But I have not. I bought my Expression Fiber Arts yarn for next month, and I bought the Wonderland yarn. Oh, but, well, when I was at the yarn store, she had a new colorway, and I bought a couple more skeins of Gnome River yarn while I was there. Yeah. Anyhow, I saw that, Sherry, that Jen Stone is having a 34% off sale. Do I need to go shopping at Jen Stone's? I don't know. Do you, Sherry? Are you going shopping at Jen Stone Creations? Get 34% off? I don't know. I don't know. All right. So let's get back to the crochet. Oh, wait. I was going to answer the question. Who asked it? Was it? Who was it back there? Asked a question. Dawn. Dawn asked a question. So Dawn, my seedlings are growing. They are, but I think my basement, even though we have like a light, we have a grow light up on a shelf. I think the basement's too cold, and they're not growing well or fast, but they're growing enough. And I've been putting them outside, which we call hardening them off, right? So I take them out and I put them in my stairway coming out of the basement because nothing gets in there. The chickens don't go down there. Nothing's getting in there. Knock on wood, right? So I take them out there and I put them out there for a good part of the day where they can get fresh air and sun and the wind and whatever outside to get them used to being outdoors. So I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to put them in the ground. I think they need to get in the garden. I'm still nervous about it. I'm really nervous about it. There's been a little bunny in my garden out there. I'm afraid, I'm scared to put them in the ground for fear that something's just going to come right up and just eat them. Those nice, tender little young plants just and eat them, I'm scared. But I know I have to do it. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. I know I have to do it, but I'm scared to do it. Well, so we'll see. I think that's probably on the agenda for next week because this weekend's going to be kind of busy. Next week, I think that's going to happen. Oh, you're going to close on a house and land? That's awesome. That's cool, Jennifer. Congratulations. Congratulations. You order Expression Fiber Arts, and by the time it gets to you, you're onto something else. Well, too much to cake them up, right? Okay, here's the next thing. I have 5 skeins of Bad Sheep yarn, and I hunted and hunted. Oh, cayenne pepper. I have to try that. Hunted and hunted and hunted for something I wanted to do with these skeins of yarn. There's 3 colors. I have 2 and 2 and 1. Okay, so it's a 5 skein thing. I've hunted and hunted. And I have decided that this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this shawl right here. So I've printed it off. This is from Expression Fiber Arts, the pattern. And my yarn is from Bad Sheep Yarn. But now I have to go hank up 5 hanks. There are 5 hanks of yarn. I have to cake them up. But I was talking to Dale about this today, that I don't like to have a ton of things going. I don't. I like to finish projects. So let's see. I have this, which is not finished. I have the Tony Lipsy Tunisian scarf with my mini skeins. I have that going, which is not finished. So that's 2. But then I have the Wonderland. I can't finish that because it's a year-long thing, right? Year-long thing. You know what, Melinda? I believe the fertilizer I put in the garden had that in it. That blood meal and bone meal and all those kinds of things is in the fertilizer. So I don't know. Maybe that'll help. But that's a year-long project. The Expression Fiber Arts is a year-long project, right? Because you only get one color a month and one pattern a month. And then I have my Annie Squares, which is another subscription type thing. I'm way behind on those. I think I've gotten 3 more orders of yarn for that. So I'm way behind. What else do I have that I'm working on? I have the blanket I was working on for Josh, but I can't work on that right now. I cannot work on that right now. It's getting big. It's a big old blanket. It's heavy, thick yarn. Way too hot. Way too hot to have that on my lap in the summertime. Yes, sir.
We're going to dinner.
We're going to dinner? Oh, with your son and all of them? Okay, we're going to dinner.
Well, they're going to be here at 4.
They're going to be here at 4, and we're going to go to dinner at 6.
Ish.
Okay. Where are we going to dinner?
Can't tell you. Your favorite place?
My favorite place. It's not Mexican because we just had Mexican. Is it Italian? Is
No.
it?
It's
It's a secret.
You're on a need-to-know basis. Let's put you that way.
As long as I like it. As long as I like it.
We've been there before and we like it.
Okay.
It's not Texas related, but it has steak involved.
Okay. All right.
Outback?
Outback Steakhouse? Oh, I don't know.
What?
I don't know about that one. I've only been there like one time, I think.
Outback?
Yeah.
We've been there.
I've been there like once.
Really?
Yeah. I've only been there once that I can recall.
You don't take me out enough. My other girls, they take me out.
Okay. All right.
Give me a good woman, I guess.
Oh. Do you hear him? Sherry. My favorite place to buy yarn. Favorite. Depends on if you're talking about in store or online. I mean, there's a difference. I do love Bad Sheep yarn. I've got quite a bit of their yarn now. Someday I'll just pull out all the Bad Sheep yarn and I'll show you all of it that I have. The collection's growing. Expression Fiber Arts has beautiful yarn and they have multiple bases. Like Bad Sheep yarn has a couple different bases. Expression Fiber Arts has tons of different bases with different types of fibers. And they got lovely yarn. Lovely, gorgeous, beautiful yarn. So those 2 are my favorite to purchase from online. I would say that. Those are my 2 favorites to buy online. Hello, Brenda. You love making cakes. I don't mind caking up my yarn. It's just I got to get it all out. I don't mind doing it, but I have to get out the Swift, the ball winder, and all that stuff to actually, get it started. Can't buy anything ready to move. Oh, you're moving too. People are moving. I mean, that's exciting when you're moving. New places, fresh starts, new houses, all that stuff. That's fun. So yeah, those are my favorite. But then I love to go into yarn stores and find like hand-dyed yarns like Brenda. Brenda would be a hoot. We should have Brenda come on the Crochet Live and chit-chat with us one day. You missed all that, Brenda. I'm looking for people to come and just just hang out with me. You don't have to be crocheting, or you don't have to show your face. Oh, Melinda, I have 2 hanks of arcane fiber. I have two hanks of theirs. I got it when I was at the retreat, and Francesca and Karen and I went to a local yarn shop while we were there, and they had arcane. I got 2 hanks there. They got some lovely colors too. Hand-dyed yarn is my favorite. I mean, I am into hand-dyed yarns. They're beautiful. Yeah, but I love to go into yarn stores and look for hand-dyed from companies that I haven't heard of before, things like that. That's my favorite. But as far as companies go, I recommend those 2, Bad Sheep Yarn and Expression Fiber Arts. Those are my 2 favorite online, and they're all hand-dyed. They're just beautiful, beautiful. Some of my Expression Fiber Arts yarn is the softest, squishiest stuff. It's just lovely. They got stuff with yak. They got stuff with camel. They got nice stuff. So anyhow, there's that. What else was I saying? Oh, go call the surgeon. Okay. What else was I saying? I forget. Anyhow, those of you who are crocheting with us, I know we had talked about doing bags, talking about doing a bag. That was kind of like the consensus, I think, last time, that we were going to work on a bag. So let me set this down for a minute. And somebody I follow on YouTube recently did a video, and it was 18 or so free bags. Okay, free patterns for bags. Her name is Cozy Rosie Crochet, by the way, but they're not her patterns. I mean, some of them might be. Scott here can't help you out. Well, next week I need somebody to come on and just be a co-host with me and chit chat next week. Tell me about your life. Just talk. Give us something to talk about. All right. So, okay, here we go. So she made this video, 18 free granny square pattern bags. So let me show you a couple. And let me see what you think. There were some nice ones in here. Let me get to the first one. Hang on. Okay, here was the first one. So it's this great big old bag made with this like flower granny square. That would take a lot of granny squares. And it looks like at the bottom, it's maybe just some back and forth stripes, maybe. So there's that one. All right, keep these in mind. Keep these in mind. This one, I don't know. I didn't really care for this one myself. It's just like there's squares that are stripes. I mean, maybe this one didn't appeal to me because of the colors or something, but I don't know. It just wasn't one of my favorites. If you guys love it, let me know. That's the striped square bag. Striped squares. Okay. Oh, this one's super cute. I can blow this one up. I can blow them all up. This one's super cute. I loved this one. Let me see if I can. Look at that one. That one is just pretty. I don't know. It's just super pretty, right? Love the little flower in the center. It doesn't look like it takes too many squares. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, probably 13 squares is my guess. 13. Looks like 13. There's 5 full on the front, so it'd be 5 full on the back. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So that's not too many squares to make. That one's super cute. That's the flower granny. Okay. Oops, I just went backwards. Oh, not backwards. This one was interesting. This one reminded me of what they call them, like a carpet bag. Like Mary Poppins. Was she a carpet bag? That one would have, 4, 8, 12, 24 squares? That's called something rings around something. Running rings. Okay, this one's just, she called it a bum bag. I call it a fanny pack, right? It's a fanny pack. So there's that. What else do we have? Oh, this one's really pretty. It's called the Motif Market Bag. Now, mind you, she's done this in cream, but you could do this in whatever color you wanted. You could do it in multiple colors if you wanted. But look at this one. Look at that. The Motif Market Bag. I think that one's really cool. I think that one's really pretty. I like that motif. Looks like a big flower in the center. And so there's that. The motif. This one, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this one. I don't know why. I just didn't love it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the same style of bag as some of the others, but it's got a different. This one's interesting. This one is interesting. Oh, you're at Home Goods. Have fun at Home Goods. This is 3 large squares. 3 large squares. And look at that strap with a buckle. That's kind of cool. Again, you could do that in any color you wanted. It could be one color. It could be solid like this. Oh my gosh, it would be a perfect way to use up like a beautiful hank of hand-dyed yarn or a couple hanks of hand-dyed yarn. Hi, Joe. Yeah, go back to the beginning and I kind of talk about it. Yeah. The flower granny square bag. Some of these, the colors are not like my favorite, but I can see them being beautiful, with different yarns. Again, that's going to be one of those like 13 square bags. There's that one. You finding anything you love? This one's just a little phone sling. That's what she calls it. It's like 2 granny squares. Hang on, come on. 2 granny squares. And then, I don't know, a bunch of rows of, I don't know, half doubles or something to make the bag bigger, and then a handle, a strap. So there's that one. Little button closure. I like the little button closure. What else do we have? This one's interesting. It's just 2 large squares. 2 large squares put together. All right. That one's a little different. I've never done one like that. Oh, okay. There's another person I follow on Instagram. Oh, this one is her design. This is by Cozy Rosie. And this lady is doing these markets all the time. And she is making a ton of these little tiny clutch bags, like almost like a little makeup bag, notions bag. But look at that big ring she's attached to it. She's attached that great big ring where you like put it around your wrist or something. That's interesting. I mean, that's just a tiny little project. That would be super quick and, what else did we have? Oh, I'm going to make some of these at some point. At some point in time, I'm going to make these. They're just 2 little granny squares hooked together to make a little tiny bag. Cinch them up. They're cute. Little gift bags. But I think that was all the bags I had. Oh, there's one more. Hang on. The Native Sun square bag. Come on. Focus. Don't. There we go. That's got the squares have a different design, a little different motif there. Look at all that fringe. That might be the end. Yep, that's the end. Did you find anything you liked? Did you find anything there that you liked? Anything you loved? Let me know what you think. I mean, at this point, you guys are my my sounding board. The ones that are going to help me choose. Anybody got any ideas? Nobody got any ideas? the flower ones, the first and the third. The first one was the big one, like the carpet bag. This one. It was this one. That was the first one. And then there was this one, the flower bag. That one. That one is super cute, right? And the motif. Yeah, the motif one. You liked the two big square bag. Oh, because you don't want to put squares together. Well, you know what? The thing is, I think you're just going to crochet them together. You're not going to have to sew them. You're just going to crochet them together. So, I think that's cool. I love the motif too. The motif one is really cool. I do like the motif. I have never done anything like that. Okay, let me write some things down here. So we like the little flower bag. The flower bag. The motif bag. The two square. And what else was there? Oh, this one right here. I don't know. This one is 3 squares, you guys. 3 squares put together. You can see it's constructed. 1 square's on the bottom and 1 on each side. I don't know. That's pretty cool. The messenger bag. Oh, on blogs, you guys, I'm telling you, sometimes the ads will just drive you crazy. They drive you crazy when they pop up right in the middle of what you're trying to look at. Right in the middle of what you're trying to look at. This is made out of sugar and cream cotton. It's got some back post double, back post triples, front post single, front post half doubles. You got all the fun stuff in that one. You can do the motif one regardless. The motif one is really pretty. It really is. Let's go back and we'll look at the pattern for the motif. Where is it? Let's look at what our requirements are for the motif. Beginning and seasoned crocheters alike will enjoy crocheting this simple bag. All right. I think you could use some really pretty yarns to make that. Okay. You could actually combine yarns. Like people ask me all the time what I can do with one hank of hand-dyed yarn. If you pick the right ones, the colors that would go together, you could do different colors for each of the squares for this. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it in blue. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty. But you could do a different color or a few different colors, not like maybe every square. These are 13 squares too. Pick a couple that go together well and alternate them. I think that would be beautiful. And there's a tutorial on how to attach them all right here. Here's the free pattern. You can always buy a pattern. They're always offered like on Ravelry or Etsy too. And this one actually has a kit. Okay, you guys, this one has a kit. Let's go look and see what the kit is. Why not? Let's see what the kit offers. Kit's $15. It's made out of 24/7 cotton. Takes 3 skeins of the 24/7 cotton. for $15, you guys. For $15. That's the photo that they used right there for the video that she had. I think we do the motif bag. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous. I'm getting excited about using up some hand-dyed yarns. Pick a couple of colors that go together. I'd certainly be able to get enough squares out of a couple of hanks, right? I mean, okay. It's not going to be cotton yarn, though. You got to rethink that now. You want to use cotton yarn to make your bag. Cotton yarn is just more durable. It's going to hold up better. All my hand-dyed yarns are, like superwash merino and stuff. Constructed by first crocheting 13 motif squares. Then you lay them out in the pattern, seam them together, but you're going to crochet them together. Or you can do the flat slip stitch seam. They give you a video how to do that one. Join with a standing single crochet, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys, I think we need to do this. What do you think? I think we need to do this motif bag. I think it'll be so cool. Oh, it's showing you like step by step too, how to make the motifs. Like, here it is, how to make the motif. Yep, the other fibers stretch a lot. I've got a ton of cotton yarn downstairs. I got tons of cottons, guys. And then this is how you put them together. Shows you how you put them all together. And like I said, there's another tutorial here, how to join a couple different ways how to join. Okay, go away. I don't want to do that right now. Go away. It won't go away. I got a great big pop-up popping up in the whole thing. There we go. You just got to find the X's, how to fold it and seam it. Then you do your top edging. Oh, okay. I think we got it. We're going to do the motif. Okay, let's do the motif bag. That's our winner, winner, winner. Winner, winner, winner. So let's go back and let's see. Back at the beginning, how much yarn do you need for the motif bag? Let's see. Now they're using Lion Brand 24/7 cotton. You don't have to use that one. You can get whatever cotton you like. You can go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's got a nice cotton yarn. I love this cotton. I've got tons of cottons downstairs. Oh yeah. You could choose to use Lion Brand's Vantage Choice yarn, but remember, acrylic will be stretchier. Yeah. Where does it tell us how much, like yardage wise? And I'll have to tell you who the pattern's by and stuff too. 420 yards. Got that? 420 yards is what they're saying it would take. And that's out of the Lion, I mean, that's your yardage, but it was 3 skeins. Did I say it was 3 skeins? And it's mercerized cotton. Mercerized cotton is just, it's so nice. It's nice. Okay, so let me tell you who this pattern is by. A Crocheted Simplicity. A Crocheted Simplicity. Let's see. I have a hard time posting it here. Oh, the weight. What is the weight of? It's probably, I don't know, is it a 3 or a 4? It's going to be 3 or a 4 weight. I don't know what 24/7 cotton is. Let's see. Hi.
You done?
Almost. Why?
Oh, I want your attention.
You want my attention. Of course you want my attention. Okay. I think it's a 4 weight. I think the Lion Brand one is a 4 weight. So I'm gonna, I don't see the link, Jennifer. I don't see the link in here. Let's see. It is by a crochet. I might have to follow this person too. Crocheted. Why does that always look funny? Crocheted looks funny. Simplicity. And it's called the Motif Market Tote. Here's what I'll do. After this live is done, it's easier for me to go back to the video and add a link in the description box. I'll do that. After we're done, I'll put a link in the description box, okay, for the free pattern. It's a blog. So, we're going to have to go through the ads, but it's doable. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a 4-weight. Yeah. So get yourself some 4-weight cotton, 420 yards, in whatever color you like. One color, multiple colors. It's up to you. You decide. And we'll start working on it next week. Now, the next thing I need a guest. Okay? So anybody who just wants to come and sit and talk, I wonder if Mickey would. Sherry, that's a good suggestion. Mickey crochet. She does a lot of amigurumi. She does a lot of little critters. She does mainly critters. She used to do other stuff, and then she got hooked on critters. I wonder if she would, though. That's my hippie sister. Mickey is. She's my hippie sister. But yeah, you guys know my email. My email is simple. It's mtiger02@aol.com. Okay? If you want to just come, you can just talk. Tell me your life story. Tell me where you're moving to, why you're moving, what you're doing. Just talk. I'm telling you, you guys will get tired of just listening to me. So I need guests. We're gonna go with that. I'm gonna talk to Mickey though. I got Mickey. I know how to get Mickey. I don't know. See, the thing is, committing to something every week is the thing, And I know people, Angie's home all the time. And so it was easy for her and I to just get together every Friday because I'm home. She's home. We're home all the time. So that was an easy one to do. But other people, they have things to do. They have other lives. And, I could make up a schedule for a month and I could just plug people in, I don't want to stop doing this. This has been so much fun for me to do the crochet stuff. Like I said, I have learned new things. I've tried new things. Would I have ever made a sock or a pair of socks? No, I had never thought of making socks. Would I have made that doily? No, I would not have made the doily, So because of this group of people and you guys and just trying different things and making different objects, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Pushing my crochet skills, getting me to crochet more, all of that. And having homework. Got to have homework to do, right? So I would have to make sure I'd get my little section done, my required homework before the next Friday. So there's that. Well, Dale needs me. I don't know why. I guess his son is in town. His family. They're here for the week. I think they're leaving tomorrow on Saturday. I think. They did come over the other night, and the boys and the kitties. Oh man, the kitties needed a break. So they had them out twice, and they just thought the kitties would just like sit with them and be held, but they're kittens. That's not going to happen. So yeah, that was interesting. But most of the time when they're here for a week, we see them once, like, for a few hours. So this is kind of like, ooh, we're going to see them again. We're going to go to dinner together. Oh, okay. Anyhow, before I let you guys go, let me tell you real quick, that we had 3 baby ducks hatched while we were on vacation. And those ducks are doing fine. They get out every day. We put them out in a dog kennel outside in the yard with a pan of water. That's their little mini pond. They have a great time. Okay. Well, one day we went into the coop and, and mama duck left the rest of the eggs. A mama chicken has decided to sit on them. And she has been sitting on them for about a week and a half now. And we went into the coop the other night, and Dale just picked her up and moved her. Like, we were thinking we're going to take the eggs away at this point. Well, I was like, oh, there's a duck. There's an actual little baby duck laying there. And so he put her back. Well, guess what? The next day we went out there to check on the little baby duck. We were going to take it and put it in the little other pen we got, and baby duck wasn't alive. That baby duck was not alive. I don't know what happened to it. We should have taken it when we first saw it, but it wasn't alive anymore. Anyhow, so that one was a no. Last night we go out there, and again, Dale's just wanting to see what she's got underneath her, how many eggs she has, if anything's looking like it's doing anything. And we look at one of the eggs, and it's got the little hole in it. It's got the little hole in it, and there's a little beak sticking out of it. And I was like, there's one's hatching. It's hatching. It's coming out. So we took it because we didn't want anything to happen to that one. We took it and we put it into a box with its own heat lamp and all that stuff in the back of the shop where the other little ducks are, and kept it safe. It's hatched. It's hatched. This wet little sticky little duck last night hatched. So today we set it up in a Rubbermaid tote because it's so little it can't even go with the babies at this point because it's so much smaller. So it's in a Rubbermaid tote. It's got its own food and its water. It's underneath the heat lamp, so it's really warm. And it's getting stronger and stronger and learning how to go get the food and the water. And I know that's what Dale needs me for. So I think I have to go look at baby duck and see how baby duck's doing and that kind of stuff. So anyhow, so that makes 4 that have hatched. Oh, and we kind of picked up 2 more at the feed store the other day. So we have the 3 that were hatched, 2 more that we bought, and another one now. We've got 6 little baby ducks. These 5 are about the same size. The 2 new ones we bought are a little smaller, but they can go with the other ones. Anyhow, we got 6 new baby ducks. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. We got a plan for what we're going to do next, and email me. You could message me. You can message me on Instagram or Facebook. You guys know how to get a hold of me if you want to be a guest and just hang out with us, okay? And chit chat. Give me somebody to talk to instead of talking to myself, okay? All right. See you guys next week. I got to go downstairs and look through my yarn and see what I have in cotton yarn for a bag. It's going to be pretty. All right. See you next time, you guys. Bye.